This week we've got a brand new special presentation for Marvel. This one's based on The Punisher and it's called Punisher One Last Kill. Here is my review. Before I dive in, if you would, subscribe, like button, bell, comment down below. What are your opinions on Punisher One Last Kill? I would love to know all that and more. And with that said, originally before I clicked play on it, I planned on just doing like a short review for it. But I have a lot of thoughts on it. Going in, I was hoping it would just have some cool action and address what he was doing in Born Again Season 2. One of those two really worked for me in this special, and that is the action. Obviously, you go into a Punisher project to watch gnarly, brutal action and people get killed in disgusting and gross ways. And this special definitely gave that to us. Absolutely. It has, like, the final 20 minutes are very brutal, gory, and specifically the final 20 minutes are just nonstop action. The first half of the special was more character-focused, and we'll talk about that here in a minute, but the action, a lot of people are describing, like, The Raid, that movie series from, what's that, like 10 years ago now, that it's been on my radar for a while, but I haven't had a chance to check out. But if you're a fan of The Raid, I'm sure you're going to love this. But the action in this movie, somewhat, TV episode? I don't know. The action in this special is pretty great. I mean, like I mentioned, the final 20 minutes, all nonstop action. All of it is choreographed very well. You get gnarly, brutal Punisher messing people up. What more could you want from a special like this? And obviously, Jon Bernthal, as this character, as the Punisher, he was born to play this role. And he is incredible in it, in this special, as he is in every other project that he shows up in. I do have specific issues with some of the directions they take his character in the first half of it, and specifically his specific arc. But, you know, he is just a very cool character. And obviously, you watch it, you see Jon Bernthal messing dudes up. That's really what you just wanted from the special. It didn't really have to do anything really all that different or special to make it, oh, I loved it. It just had to be action-filled, brutal with Jon Bernthal. And that's what I got. And so, overall, after watching it, I enjoyed it enough. And I am going to recommend it to you if you like his variation of the Punisher, and you like brutal and gnarly action, because that's what you get in the special. It feels like wasted potential, however, because this special should have 110,000% been a television series. And I can envision it in my mind right now. You maybe change a little bit up in the first half of this special, but this could be a very good pilot episode where you have like the setup with the story, and the story itself, like for a standalone Punisher special with the Mama Nucci, you know, she wants revenge on the Punisher, so she hires all these hitmen. That could be a very compelling plot, and the season being about Punisher taking down Mama Nucci. But instead, we got this, just a special. And like I was saying, this could be a very good pilot episode for that. And the rest of the season could just be him mowing through people to get to Mama Nucci. Or, I don't know if this is possible to pull off inside the MCU, but make it a little longer? Maybe an hour 20 minutes, maybe? Not exactly feature length, but long enough. It should have been way longer, because I could see even a season or a way longer presentation where you flesh more things out, because honestly, after that, like, if this was a pilot episode, I would be begging for more. Because at the end of it, I was like, I actually really enjoyed this, I want to see more of this, but because it's only a special, because it's only one 44-minute special, I left completely underwhelmed. It's also weird it doesn't address anything about Daredevil Born Again, considering he was such a pivotal part in Season 1, literally helping Daredevil take down the bad guys. And so the timeline here is Punisher. He, like, I didn't fully watch his original run of on Netflix. I didn't watch that. I watched a few episodes and then I kind of got a little bit bored of it. I'm not even gonna lie. So his arc from Daredevil season 2 and on is his family got killed. He seeks revenge. He went into hiding. He fully embraced being the Punisher. And in Born Again season 1, he's fully embracing being the Punisher. But now, he escaped from Fisk and now he's wanting to commit suicide? All of a sudden, yeah, I get it, PTSD, but haven't we already done he misses his family, he feels the blame for how they go, and so he gets revenge? Haven't we done that plotline so many times before, and we're still doing it? And not only that, but the fact that he escaped Kingpin. He is in New York at the time of Kingpin being the mayor, right? And it's bad. It is really bad. And this is something that would be awesome for the Punisher to just go around punishing the agents that are clearly in the wrong here. But instead, he's sad. And he's sitting by his daughter's grave. Now, the personal character arc for him. If we have not seen this character before, if this is not something we've already seen before, this would be phenomenal. It would be a phenomenal character arc for Frank Castle. But we've seen it. We know he feels the blame for his family's death. And we're still doing that. Now, if you nitpick and you sit here and you think, you're like, oh, okay. It's very well done. The ending, Frank chooses to save the little girl instead of going after revenge. Very good character arc. I don't feel the impact because, like I mentioned, we've been here before. And I feel like it would be a much easier win if we're just following the Punisher, running throughout New York City, and punishing people during the events of Born Again. Again, I like the plot about Mama Nucci, but for a 44-minute special, that seems like an easy win. That seems like the easy, oh yeah, this is going to be awesome. Instead, we get this, which is extremely underwhelming. And also, this is at the time of Born Again, right? So the law enforcement is going crazy. And so we're in Little Sicily, which is, a part of New York. And you got, people just walking up and saying, ding dong, and, literally assaulting people. And there's not a single cop nearby. It's literally like The Purge. I thought during the first 5 minutes of this special, is this going to be Punisher in The Purge? That would be pretty cool. Except the timeline inside of the MCU doesn't make sense because this is, in Born Again, where the task force is here, there's not a single police officer or task enforcement member. No, it's just, they're just doing whatever they want. The special kicks off with a dude picking up a homeless guy's dog and throwing him in front of a truck with people watching, and people are just walking down the street watching him just murder a dog, and nobody steps in. No cops, no law enforcement, no law enforcement, nothing. It's bizarre. It's so weird because it doesn't fit in with the timeline here. And it feels like they wanted to do something cool for Punisher, but didn't want to put it inside the MCU, and they just had to put it inside the MCU. And so the timeline doesn't make sense. We've redone the same exact Punisher arc that we've done before. It doesn't address anything about Born Again, and it's just too short to feel fully fleshed out at the end. There's definitely still more story to tell, and it just ended. And it's my problem with the special presentations all along, is that they're just extremely underwhelming for me. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, perfect for what it was. It's the Guardians in Christmas time, kidnapping Kevin Bacon. That's perfect. And then you get Werewolf by Night, which is oh, that was cool, but wish I had more of it. And then we get Punisher, the one last kill, and it's, oh, that was cool. It gave me enough Punisher action. But when you sit down and you think about it for more than 2 seconds, it's just extremely underwhelming. So that's just my thoughts on Punisher One Last Kill. Before I give you my final score, if you would subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. Comment down below, what are your personal opinions on it? Hey, and there will be a TikTok where I rank the 3 special presentations coming very soon. With that said, Punisher One Last Kill is alright. It's got some great action. Jon Bernthal is pretty cool, but it has so much wasted potential. I could sit here and just talk about how frustrating it was and how to fix Punisher: One Last Kill. It's still going to get a B from me, and I would say if you want, you can watch it on Disney Plus because it gives enough Punisher action. But me, as a diehard MCU fan, as someone who wanted a lot more from this, I just left frustrated and very underwhelmed. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. Real quick, before I sign off, just know that I started an internship this week. So, as of now, I have 3 jobs. Internship within the church, my restaurant job, and then my job for my future career. So I've been really busy as of late. So if videos get short for a while I figure out time management, I apologize. With that said, next up, I'm going to talk about Obsession. With that said, subscribe.